Hi, and welcome to another Havoc Sons video. Now, this one's going to be a little different. Since I bought my tripod and my nice microphone, I usually have all those things set up in my lighting. I'm not doing that right now because this is just going to be kind of like a quick video. I don't know if everybody is aware, but I'm getting ready to host a Retro LAN. And I'm going to have 8 retro computers running. Here are some of them. I'm only going to use the P2, well, I think from P3 to P4s, as high as maybe dual core, nothing better than a dual core 1333 front side bus. But anyway, those are some of them that I will be using. I think the one all the way to the right is a P3, well, the one next to it is P2. Second from the left is a 486, and all the way to the left is a P4 gateway. I will be using the one all the way to the left and the one all the way to the right. I might use second to the right, not sure yet. Maybe too slow. Okay, so that's going to be used. So I got 2 going on there. And then I've got this one here. I'm going to come back to it. But I've got 2 more in the hopper that I'm working on right there. One is a genuine Dell. The Dell Dimension 1100. I kind of love this little system. I mean, it was dated before it was even released. I don't even know why they did it, but it's funny. Who knows? I'll talk more about that in a little bit. Here's another one I'm working on. This is an MSI board. She's a P4. Nothing fancy, but definitely playable for the Retro LAN. Then I got my first gamer that I built. I built this probably in 05, 06, I think. She's the Asus Vento case. She's running a Asus PB5 Wi-Fi Deluxe. Pretty intense motherboard. I had a lot of crazy things going on in here. One of them was, at the time, I bought the world's fastest video cards, and it even said so on the box. I have a video of that somewhere in my collection about those video cards, with that statement written right on the box. Okay, so here's the back of it, and I kind of wanted to show you this, because this is hard to find now. That is a 1900 XTX Master, and it's a very unusual plug. Let me see if I can unplug this. I can show you. I loosened it. You see that? Very unusual. I think they got this idea from 3DFX. But then that loops down to this bottom one over here, and then it comes out to your DVI out. So what I've got in here is cross-fired 2 of the world's fastest video cards, the 1900 XTX at the time when they were released, cross-fired. So just needless to say, when I built this, the video on this was off the hook. Now here's 2 more machines that I'm going to be using in the LAN. And this one I'm bringing back to original. I had done some things to it, but now it's got the original motherboard, which I think was just an Intel P4. I think it was a 800 megahertz frontside bus with 4 megs max. And then down below it, I've got one of those really cool little systems you could buy from, I don't know, between $30 and $40 a piece with free shipping. So what do I got? I've got 1, 2, then 2 more there. That's 4. My Vento is 5. My cool little AMD system, which I'm going to come to in a minute because I really am excited about this. That's 6. My MSI motherboard is 7. And then I'm going to probably use the gateway on the left, that's that one over there, as my 8 system, with this one and maybe that one as standby computers just in case. Now, let me take you to something I'm really excited about. Okay, I just did a video on this motherboard, building my first AMD. Look at this. I went and found just the right case for it. Freaking awesome. This here has got a bunch of variable pots on it, and you know, excuse the shakiness. Like I said, I usually am on my tripod. Basically, you adjust these, and if you notice, that's going to adjust the light. Turn them up so you see what I mean. Okay, these are full blast, and this one's all the way down. So you can see the brightness difference. This currently is shooting them with 5 volts. That's off. That's shooting them with 12 volts. So this controls these two, I think, and then this one controls these two. Same thing, off, 5 volts and 12 volts. They actually make too much noise at 12 volts. They get really loud. So I kind of like them on 5, and it really is running cool. There are 6 fans in this computer already. 4 of them are controlled by this. One of them is controlled by the motherboard, and the temperature setting on the motherboard, I don't know. I don't think you're going to be able to see this. Do you see how slow that fan is turning? That right there is a visual telling me that there's no heat in that motherboard, because that is the only fan controlled by the motherboard and the heat sensors on it, and it's spinning very slow. So I mean, exhaust coming out of it is cool. So this thing is cooling really well. One other cool little feature, you see this? Believe it or not, that is one of the first dual layer DVDs ever to come out. My son got this as a gift, and it still works. Can you believe that? Wow. I mean, I'm not a real fan of Sony products. I think they make a lot of cheap stuff, but they do try to invent. And this was one of the first DVDs to come out, production DVDs from a major manufacturer. And his friends bought this for him on his birthday. So it's kind of cool that I still have it working. He's looking to get a retro machine, although he is a fan of Intel. But I'm tempted to give him this one. I don't know if he'll like it because it's an AMD. But I got to tell you, so far, I am so impressed with the stability of this unit and the speed on how it installs everything. Right now it's running it's a 64-bit dual core. It is, I think it's the AMD 4000 Athlon. I don't know what speed that is yet. I haven't really got into it too deep. I think it's somewhere between a 2.1 and a 3.0. I am currently not installing 64-bit software because I am using XP on this, and it's holding it really well, because the games that we're going to be playing work best with XP in 32-bit. Okay, so this is pretty much everything that I have. Those are my, I mean, what do I got now? 10 retro rigs available for an 8-game play that I'm going to do. Oh, by the way, that sticker that I keep floating by, that's for XP Home Edition. If you pause the video and try to copy it, you're welcome to it. I never install Home. I never use it. So, hey, like always, thanks for watching. You guys have a great day and a better life. See ya.